Welcome, our NBA fans. This is the Uneducated Network presents In the Paint with Red, and I'm your host, Red. And I got my big dog over here, Mr. Y'all already know, Carlos, Big Dog Clayton. Yes, and we in this thing. The NBA season has got to almost to a full bloom. We not in almost 12 or 13 games have started already. So we just getting started, but I mean it's getting there. It's getting to the nitty gritty a little bit. But as you already know, this is In the Paint with Red. And if you haven't already, like, subscribe on YouTube. Remember, that's Uneducated Network, where you can watch all different type of shows. We got everything from Star Wars to college football. We got a lot of things going on. So Don't forget to like and subscribe. But anyway, this is my show, In the Paint with Red, and we got some things going down. So go ahead, Carlos, hit him with that first second in the lane.
First second in the lane, ladies and gentlemen. You know that Red's been doing this top 30 teams from last year, and we're going to talk about them right now and give out their records from last year and how he feels about their teams right now going into it. If you haven't, we've done our first 30 through 16. If you haven't found it out or checked that out, please go on our other videos to check out Red's top, 30 through 16. But now we're doing 15 through 11 today. So, our 15th team on the schedule. What you got, Red?
I got the Big Dog Chicago, Big Dog Bulls. Yeah, my hometown team representing. Obviously, the Chicago Bulls is in rebuild mode. Obviously, giving up Jimmy Butler in the trade during the I think it was a little bit after or before the draft. Now I'm not sure, but we did give him up to the Minnesota Timberwolves in exchange for Chris Dunn, Zach LaVine, and I think like a couple of some no names. I don't even know, but we did. They did get some nice pieces, I think, but. It's just they all young, so they have to just go back to scratch and scribble it out and then start all over again, because obviously they gave up they star player in Jimmy Butler. So I like what they're doing, but they still gotta just get together and just come together as one, because they have nobody right now. And their record right now, I say, was 2-7, so it's like. They only have 2 wins and 7 losses, so that's not good at all.
The main thing for them is the Zach LaVine is the main piece.
Right.
Before his injury, he was averaging 19.8, close to 20 points per game for the Timberwolves last year. So he's the main key. Torn ACL. When he comes back later on in the season, they're going to kind of build around him a little bit. They saw some kind of growth in him and figured he could be a star. Now, I still believe that Zach LaVine can be, if he puts his mind to it, a top 20 player in the game. So That's the big thing going on with them. So you obviously rebuild mode. We don't have to really talk too much about them. Young pieces, Justin Holiday. They also got a marketing, a big 7-footer who can shoot the three.
Yeah,
and he's been the good thing for them so far this season. How do you feel about Bobby Portis and Nikolai Mirotic situation?
I kind of feel like that. I understand that. Everybody is a grown man and they want to be their own person. But, I mean, you guys are part of an organization. You guys are part of a team. You guys are part of the NBA. Mm-hmm. I mean, sometimes I know heated things happens, but you got to learn how to control your anger and come together and try to make this thing work out instead of fighting. Obviously, everybody knows they got into a fight, and but Bobby Portis actually fractured his jaw. You know what I'm saying? Actually broke it. So that means he punched him very hard.
Very hard.
So, I mean, the fracture of jaw, it's some pounds per square inch that he had to...
I think that there's no place in the game for that.
Yeah.
Teammates, in the off-season training camp, you're gonna get in scrums. You're gonna push each other.
Right.
But that's normal, because you face each other day after day after day. You kind of get tired of it.
Right.
But it should never get to the point where you're throwing blows, for real. It should never get to that point. It should be just scrums and pushing, and you in each other's faces and you're fussing, spit flying everywhere, that kind of stuff. But punching, there's no place in that. Nikolai said he wants to be out. If Bobby Portis is still there, he wants to be out. So maybe Cleveland, right?
I'll take I can't even say his name.
Mirotic.
I'll take him any day. Obviously, he's a 4. He plays a 4 spot. He plays very good, very well. He can step out, shoot the 3, and he can somewhat defend the number 4 spot, which we really need right now, because obviously Kevin Love's playing the 5, so that's the reason why I use him.
Right. Number 14, Red, who we got going on, brother?
Number 14, I got the Indiana Big Dog Pacers. Yeah, the Pacers. Obviously, they traded Paul George in the offseason. You already know that he went to Oklahoma City Thunder and trade for, and in return, the Indiana Pacers got Victor Oladipo, and I can't think of
Sabonis.
Sabonis, the rookie, yeah. Obviously, Paul George said Paul George stated first that he was going to stay and he was going to work out, the last year's contract, but the Indiana Pacers thought that he wanted to be gone, so they let him go. They traded him, and they got some decent pieces. But I think Victor Oladipo can be a leader on that team.
He's looking very good right now.
He's looking very.
I think he's averaging close to 25 a game right now, but he's been special this year. And the Pacers saw something.
Yeah.
To just give up him and Sabonis, you're like, what is going on? But obviously the Pacers saw that there's somewhat of a star caliber player from Victor Oladipo. So maybe but right now, I'm saying the Pacers are winning the trade right now because of the Thunder struggles going on. But Pacers 5-7, which is decent for them right now to start the season off. But you got Victor Oladipo, and then you got Miles Turner. That's your cornerstones right there for that team. So I'm very excited to see where this Pacers team go. And so far, they've lost a lot of close games, so they could easily be 7-5, 8-4.
Yeah.
Number 13 team, who you got, Red?
I got the Milwaukee Bucks. Obviously, y'all know the Greek Freak always going to do his thing. And also, too, they just made a trade, as everybody know now. Eric Bledsoe is now a part of the team. Obviously, the situation in Phoenix wasn't working out. He said he wanted out, so now he's in Milwaukee. Obviously, I like him being with that team. It gives him a fresh start and a fresh, a fresh mind to go in and want to contribute to winning. You know what I'm saying? So, the Milwaukee Bucks, they are right now. They are
4-6.
4-6.
4-6.
4-6 right now. Obviously, the Cavaliers beat them twice, so I'm very happy about that.
But they play again soon, not like
pretty soon.
Yeah,
something like that. But obviously, still though, we ain't nobody stopping the Greek Freak. He dropped 40 points on the Cavaliers, but even though it was in a losing effort, but still, the man dropped 40, and he had a pretty decent game. I really think that he's somewhat going to be in that. I say he's going to be in that top 3 finalists as far as his MVP race goes.
Should be.
He should be. And obviously, they have the rookie of the year from last season, Michael. I can't even say his last name.
Malcolm Brogdon.
Brogdon. That's how you say it.
Yeah.
I don't know how to say the man's name, but
I like this team with Eric Bledsoe on it. It gives him another scoring threat now.
Right.
Not that Giannis couldn't be the only person to score because he's a beast, but he needs help.
Yeah, he needs help.
He needs big time because his team outside of Chris Middleton, they can't score.
Yeah.
So you add in Eric Bledsoe, who's a proven 20 points per game. I think he scored average 21 a game last year for the Suns, even though that's a washed-up team. But he can score the rock, and he can handle it, and he can put take a lot of pressure off of Giannis. So I'm really liking this trade. This could boost them up. 4-6. I thought they would start off a lot better than 4-6. But it's like I said, it's still early.
Yeah, it's still early.
And they are one of the better teams in the East, no doubt about that. So we'll find out. Who you got for your number 12? Who's that?
Number 12, I got the Atlanta Hawks. Obviously, you already know Atlanta Hawks is back in rebuild mode.
Rebuild like crazy.
Yes.
Trust the process part 2.
Yeah, trust the process part 2. They traded away Dwight Howard in the offseason to the Charlotte Hornets. Obviously, everybody knows that. But I do like some things about Atlanta Hawks, like Dennis Schroeder. Dennis Schroeder is like their cornerstone. You know what I'm saying? He has stepped up his game in order for the team to be somewhat successful. Because I mean they're not successful right now, but I mean still he's showing that what they can be if he just gets some help from his other players. You know what I'm saying? But obviously they have Kim Bazemore. Obviously he's a good defender, and I really don't know too much about Bazemore, but I know that he can defend. And somewhat
3-and-D guys.
3-and-D guys.
Not a 3-down here. Play good defense.
Yeah, and so I really like what they're doing, but obviously they just have to go back and rebuild. So that's how I feel
it's
about
weird. At one point, this team had Al Horford,
Yeah.
Paul Millsap, Jeff Teague.
Yeah.
Who am I missing? I don't
Kyle
know.
Korver.
Kyle Korver.
Yeah.
And even Cephalosha at one point.
Yeah.
They had a nice squad. I mean, this team was the first place just 3 years ago.
Yeah.
60+ win team, and they all made an All-Star team.
Yeah,
we thought this team was going somewhere, but once
yeah.
they got shellacked by the Cavaliers
Right.
4-0 East Conference Finals, they said, you know what, we got all this for nothing. And
Right.
so they slowly but surely broke it down.
Yeah.
They're rebuilding like crazy. And one of those wins came from the Cavs.
Right. Yeah. Well, one of those wins did come from the Cavs.
Right.
Obviously, the Cavaliers didn't play any defense. Actually, no, I lied. It was a close game. I think it's the end of the score was 115-117. We ended up losing by 2 points.
There's no both sides.
We end up missing the game-winning three. Obviously, Channing Frye shot that shot, which I don't think he should have been in the game. But Channing Frye shot the shot and he missed it, so we lost by 2 points. But I still feel like we should be blowing teams out like that. We should not be letting teams come in and think they have a chance against us, because if we do give them the chance, they will take it and run with it.
Right.
And we've been losing some pretty awful. We've been losing some pretty awful games that we've been playing. But anyway, back to the Hawks.
Well,
they did beat us.
Let's go to number 11.
Yeah.
Calm down, big fella.
It's all right.
Calm down.
It's all right.
We got
I'm
Cavs
mad.
talk coming.
Yeah.
Talk coming real soon.
I'm mad.
But number 11, who we got for that?
Number 11, I got the Memphis Grizzlies. I love the Memphis Grizzlies. Obviously, Mike Conley has went from little boy to grown man,
Right.
and the matter of time that he's been there. I remember his rookie year out of Ohio State. Obviously, as you know, I'm a big Ohio State fan. I remember his first year out of Ohio State that he came in and he was just learning everything. He was being a rookie, and next thing you know, is next season he just started getting better and better and better. And I mean, he took this team to heights that they ain't never been to. But he never took them to the finals, but he has took them to a Western Conference Finals, the semifinals, so stuff like that. Beating the Spurs in the first round, I was like, oh my God, that ain't never gonna happen. But they did do it. So Michael Conley, Marcus Gasol, when they did have Zach Randolph and Rudy Gay and all them people, so they had a legitimate squad. But right now they are 7-4. Obviously they're doing pretty well right now in the Western Conference. You know how star-studded the Western Conference is.
That squad isn't nothing to even to. I saw the Mike Conley and Marcus Gasol. Chandler Parsons has been doing pretty good too.
Right.
Revamped Chandler Parsons this year.
Right.
I think he's averaging somewhere with 16 a game, something like that, which is unheard of from Chandler Parsons.
Right.
Outside of those three guys, this team has nothing. Yeah. But it's all about the culture of the Grizzlies and their head coach. And the head coach makes them play defense.
Right.
He makes them play defense. And if you play defense that'll keep you in games, you got Marcus Gasol, Mike Conley, who can finish games for you. That's all you need. Great defense, two of the best finishers in the game. Grizzlies 7-4, a very surprised record right now. They're in the midst right now. They're like fourth in the West right now. But I like where they're going with their team, man. So, go ahead.
All right, and also too, I wanted to add they did beat the Warriors this season.
They did.
I want to add that.
Hey, this team is sticking good.
Yeah, so they obviously they are good. They obviously everybody say that Stephen Curry got threw out, but Stephen Curry brought it on himself. You know what I'm saying? So don't be trying to blame. That's the reason why the Warriors lost. You know what I'm saying? Stephen Curry did that. He a grown man. He didn't want to react to the referee making that bad call. So, but I like the fact that they did beat the Warriors, and I'm happy about that.
So, number 15 was Chicago Bulls. Number 14 was Indiana Pacers. 13, Milwaukee Bucks. 12, the Atlanta Hawks. And number 11 was the Memphis Grizzlies. Check out our next episode. We'll have 10 through 6. We'll talk about those teams, the best teams from last year. And if you haven't seen 30 through 16, please go back to our other episodes and check that out as well, man. So that was our first second in the lane. Close out with that. On to our second. 2 seconds in the lane, Lord. Let's go with this, man. So we want to talk about our rookies right now. The draft class is one of the most star-studded draft class, quote unquote.
Right.
It is a par is as good as the 2003 draft. We had LeBron James, Carmelo Anthony, Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh, and what's his name?
Darko
Milicic. But boy, where is he at right now? He on a farm somewhere.
Right.
But anyways, let's just go with it right now, man. Lonzo Ball, everyone's been talking about him as well. We've been hearing, give him time, give him space. We've been hearing, he's as of lately, his brother's in a Chinese prison right now.
Right.
So he's got things going on with his head. And then we've been hearing straight up guys from like Stephen A. Smith and straight up bust.
Right.
Right now, I want to know from you. We'll give out the stats first. 8.9 points per game, 6.9 assists, 6.4 rebounds. How do you feel he's doing right now? His first 12 games of the season.
I want to say it's all right. It's not bad. You know what I'm saying? You can be averaging 3 points a game and two rebounds a game and 1 assist. But you're not doing that. At least you're averaging 8, 6, and 6. I mean, that's all right for a rookie that still is learning in the learning process of, you know what I'm saying, how to play with grown men. But all that hype that your dad gave you and all that stuff, I mean, we know that you wasn't going to be the person that you thought you was going to be straight out of college. Because, I mean, the NBA is a whole totally different ballgame than college. So we know what you was not going to be. But, I mean, I still feel you have the potential to get there. But, I mean, you have to want it, you know. So you have to be hungry. You have to be humble to the game, and you have to play like you want to win. You got to have fun, too. So, right now, you're still figuring it out. I think that you will, like I said, you will progress once you get it.
All right, so you're not labeling him a bust at all.
Yeah, he's not a bust. Yeah. He's not a bust because, I mean, obviously the man was a beast at UCLA. It's just now this is not UCLA.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This is the NBA. You know what I'm saying?
I feel a lot of factors that go on with Lonzo is the coaching staff. Luke Walton's letting other guys get their shine on, handle the ball a lot more. When I think he should put more emphasis on pick and roll with Lonzo Ball, let him facilitate. And the fact that they're a young team.
Right.
They're very young. So, I mean, when you're young, you want to get your shine on no matter what. But Lonzo Ball might not be the best rookie on his team. Right. That Kuzma kid is acting a fool. I think he's almost averaging 20 points per game.
Yeah.
So I'm loving what I'm seeing from him. But Lonzo, I don't know. His lackadaisical feel hurts him as well. Maybe that's why his dad talks so much about him, because he know that Lonzo won't say a word. But I don't know. I think right now he's having it's decent.
Yeah.
We're putting so much expectation on him from being the number 2 overall pick to Showtime, Matt Johnson.
Right.
Calm down. They're still 5 and 6.
Yeah.
They're only a game below 500, and I thought they would be like 2 and 10 at this point. I'm just gonna be honest. So they're doing way better as a team than what we expected. Another rookie, De'Aaron Fox, who was the 5th overall pick. His numbers, 12.3 points per game, 3.5 rebounds, and 5.5 assists. But he's on a very struggling Sacramento Kings team. They are 2 and 9, something like that. 2 and 11. I remember 2 and 10. I don't know, something like that. But I like his quickness. I like the fact that, yes, they had these veterans on this team, and yes, we thought the record would be a whole lot better, but it's still the Western Conference. I mean, only so many teams gonna get in, or so many teams are gonna look good in this Western Conference. The Kings, we had a feeling they weren't gonna make the playoffs, but we didn't figure 2 and 9 start as well.
Right.
Any thoughts on De'Aaron so far early?
I really like what he's doing. He can. He obviously has a like I said about Lonzo too. He has a potential to get better. Still learning the game. So it's going to be a process, you know what I'm saying? It's not just, overnight thing. You're going to have to go in, work hard, and be humble too, and learn how to get your game to a level where you should be at, you know what I'm saying?
Well, this isn't Kentucky anymore, right?
Yeah,
just like Lonzo Ball is not UCLA. This isn't Kentucky. You're the big boys now.
So, but do I think he'll bust? Somewhat yes and somewhat no. Somewhat yes is because he had a lot of hype, you know what I'm saying? He had a lot of hype. They said De'Aaron Fox was going to be, you know what I'm saying, a very great player. And no, because he's like not really showing up, you know what I'm saying? Your team is struggling right now, and y'all know y'all don't have a legitimate leader.
Right. So
just, sometimes when you don't have one, you just got to take over, you know what I'm saying? So you got to be that man.
And our third one from this 2017 draft class, Jason Tatum. Right now, 13.5 points per game, 6 rebounds. We're not the assists 1.8, but we don't really count him as an assist kind of guy. He's a small forward, / power forward. But I like his game.
Mm-hmm.
He's a great complement to what the Boston Celtics want to run. That being said, he did get hurt a couple games ago, right ankle injury, but the MRI said he is fine. Nothing's broken, nothing's torn. So that's good news out of the Boston area. But how do you feel about him fitting in with this team?
I think it's fitting in pretty good. Obviously, he has my old player, Kyrie Irving, so he's learning a lot from him.
Mm-hmm.
And I think what's going on in Boston right now is great. You know what I'm saying? They won 10 straight games. So that's very good right now, and they are first in the East right now, as everybody know. But I like the way he fits with the team. He can defend,
right,
and he can step out, shoot the three, and obviously attack the boards. You know what I'm saying? He can get down low, get on the boards. So I like what he's doing. Just keep on doing it, and just continue to get better and continue to just do your thing, man, and continue to build what you guys are trying to do down there in Boston.
And it's crazy because none of these guys are likely not going to win the Rookie of the Year. Right. And you're saying, how is that possible? Well, because Ben Simmons is from the 2016 class.
Right.
So he's not the 17 class. He is on track to win Rookie of the Year by his landslide. Right. Check these numbers out, Red. 17.8 points per game, 9.4 rebounds, and 7.8 assists per game. And it feels like the game is coming easy. Now, he had a break because just like Blake Griffin, his rookie year, he got hurt. So he's basically a redshirt rookie or a sophomore rookie.
Right.
So he has the advantage of learning from NBA coaches while he was hurt or while he wasn't playing, and going on the cross countries and taking those road trips. So he knows the NBA life already. So he's comfortable already. That's an advantage. But still, Ben Simmons is who I thought he would be. And I thought he was something special.
Right.
I just want to get your quick thoughts on him.
Obviously, he's obviously a great player. I give him obviously Rookie of the Year, even though he's not a rookie. But the numbers the man is averaging is insane. I mean, it's great. Like I said, he learned a lot from being hurt, and I think that really helped his game. You know what I'm saying, to get where he is right now. I just want him to continue to do what he do, and still trust the process, like they say down in Philly.
Trust that process.
Trust the process, man. I obviously, like I said, I like what he's doing. I just want to continue to do it and get better at doing it. So that's how I feel about it.
All right, that was 2 seconds in the lane. 3 seconds in the lane now. We know it's early. It's very, very early. So we're going to quickly run down Red's basically way too early awards right now. So, quickly, we already discussed it. Rookie of the Year, know what it is.
Ben Simmons.
Ben Simmons, obviously. The man is a beast. Right now, I want to ask you, your most improved team. From last year to this year, who is your most improved team right now? That team like, aha, all right.
That's a very hard question, so, I got to do a little thinking on this. I would have to say maybe it's have to be between either the Detroit Pistons or I would have to say the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Hey, there we go.
Yes, obviously the Timberwolves was out of the playoffs in the West, obviously, and now they look like they're gonna be in that picture. You know what I'm saying? Even though they still learning how to play with each other, because obviously they added new pieces, and they only added one good piece to their team, and I say two now because I keep on forgetting about Jamal Crawford. But anyway, they added that piece what they already had in the Karl Anthony Towns and Andrew Wiggins, and I really think that team can actually beat somebody. So I think they are the most, and they will improve their record from last year. So that's the reason why I'm giving them more leverage over the Orlando or the Detroit Pistons, because they will be better than they were last season.
All right, heard that. And pump the brakes now. If the season ended right now, Red, who is your MVP as of right now, your most valuable player?
I'm going to have to say LeBron James.
There we go.
Yeah.
And explain why.
Obviously, LeBron, right now we're struggling. I really can't say it prefers the wins, but LeBron has been doing his thing as far as trying to get the team together. And obviously, he had a 57-point night game, and nobody has reached that number yet this season, even though it's still early. But he did have a 57-point game against, I think, the Washington Wizards. Yesterday, he went off on that game, and nobody hasn't did that yet. So when I see somebody do that, then maybe I can give. And also, too, I can say James Harden, too. James Harden has been doing this thing.
I'm gonna go with the kryptonite right now. I'm gonna go with Kyrie Irving.
Oh,
I think Kyrie Irving. He's the best player on the best team.
Yeah, I can say.
His stats aren't there yet.
Yeah,
but they're winning, and I mean, 10-2. You can't beat that right now. Kyrie Irving's the best team on the quote unquote, and the best player on the best team.
I give it to Kyrie too, and if it's like a top 3 finalist, Kyrie will be in. You know what I'm saying? Because
and let's not worry. Giannis is still gonna be there when that season's over. He's gonna be there. Right now they're struggling record wise, but when it's all said and done, Giannis will be, like you said, a top 3 person as well. So we're not counting him out either. But we're gonna continue to LeBron James talk on our. Well, that was into the 3 seconds. Sorry about that. That's 3 seconds in line. We're done with that. So quickly, Red. Sorry for last time. We kind of went over budget.
Yeah.
but Cavaliers talk. It is up and running. So right now, Cleveland Cavaliers. What are they? 5-7. Who would have thunk 5-7 the first 12 games? And right now, the Cavaliers, number 11 in the Eastern Conference. Red. I got to know right now. What is going on with the Cleveland Cavaliers? Do we hit the panic button or do we Aaron Rodgers it in RELAX? What's up?
I think we should Aaron Rodgers and just get better.
Just get better. There you go.
Just make smart plays, keep it simple, and play defense, man. Right. Come on. I mean, we letting the Atlanta Hawks beat us. They 2-9. We letting the Pacers beat us. They 5-7. I mean, come on. We letting these teams come into our house. Their house in the Quicken Loans Arena, as everybody knows, and beat us.
Right.
And that really presses my button because every time somebody score, I'm over there breathing hard like, why is they doing that? Come on, man. What is y'all doing?
You got all these defenders. You bring in Green, who's a great defender. You got Iman Shumpert, but isn't that they're great defenders back in their day? Maybe they're out of their primes when it comes down to defense. What's going on with the defense? Because they've been giving up major punches. They're last in the pick and roll, stopping the pick and roll. That's crazy.
And I mean that's not good basketball right there. You can't stop the pick and roll. And I mean that's the most common play in basketball. I mean you know that when you set the pick, you go out there, you flash, you get back to your man. You know what I'm saying? But I mean I don't know what's the deal though. I guess since we got older, but I mean still. Young, but still old, too, because obviously everybody say Derrick Rose is old, but Derrick Rose is only 28. He's still basically in his prime. And our older guy, Wade, man, just looks so washed up. I mean, I hate to say that about Wade. Obviously, Wade's one of my favorite players, in my time in Miami. But Wade just looking so washed up, man. He'll hit a little floater here and there in the lane. But I mean, when he do his little dip shoulder, how he used to do it and fade back on you and swap, right in your face. You know what I'm saying? But he ain't got that move no more. Damn. I mean, it look like he just lost step. Hey, but I give D-Wade this. Defense. D-Wade has been stepping up on defense. He blocked a 7-footer, I think, last night. And
D-Wade has always been a great shot blocker.
He always been a
2-guard.
Yeah, he always been a great, like you said, a great 2-guard shot blocker.
I think so. I saw a stat. He has the most blocks from a 2-guard spot. Yeah, so it's great.
But I mean, as far as the offensive end, it's just not getting it done.
Outside of that Rockets loss they had last night, they've been doing well against quote unquote good competition. Yeah. They beat the Wizards twice, I believe. Beat the Bucks twice. Beat the Wizards. They beat the Celtics open night. Right. So they're basically like 4-1 against teams with decent teams or winning record. Yeah. But teams that they like Atlanta should not be beating these guys.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Knicks should not be coming into Cleveland and winning. I think the Knicks have a winning record, but still, those teams shouldn't be winning in Cleveland. I don't know what's going on because. You only can get so many home games a year. I mean, you get 41, but you don't want to waste them on bad teams losing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's basically wasting. Right. I mean, come on, man.
You might need them. we know that they're gonna get better. We know that.
Yeah,
I mean, it's LeBron James.
Yeah.
And the good thing is they've been playing good against good competition, but they've been playing bad against bad competition.
Right.
They will get that change. But realistically, what seed do you give to Cleveland? Do you still give them the number 1 seed, or do you have them falling back a little bit?
I mean, the last couple of years we never been a number 1 seed, so I'll probably give us either a 3rd seed or a 4th seed. I don't know where we're gonna end up at, but I see us at the 3 or 4 seed. Obviously, Celtics. I still think the Celtics gonna be at the top, which I really don't care.
Right.
And I think I think Detroit at 2 right now.
Yeah,
I don't think Detroit gonna stay right there for too long. But I still like what they're doing out there in Detroit. Don't get me wrong, but I still think they ain't gonna stay right there. Then you got Washington. I think they will eventually get better. And then you have the Cleveland Cavaliers right there in that mix. So I have them finishing that 4th spot, but it's just
I'll give them a 2 or 3.
Yeah.
2 or 3. I know. I mean, 1 is still realistic, but eventually they will get hot.
Right.
Eventually they run off like that 7-8 game winning streak.
Right.
It'll eventually happen. So
it will.
Cleveland, look, Red said, relax. There's no panic in Cleveland right now.
Yeah,
but they have to get better.
Yeah, we have to get better.
Because you cannot keep treading on water because anything can happen. You want to be you're 1 injury away.
Right.
You already have fragile Derrick Rose and Dwayne Wade. You're 1 injury away from struggling, so you kind of like LeBron said he didn't want IT to be the savior either.
Yeah.
Isaiah Thomas.
Yeah, and also too with the injury talk, D Rose didn't play last night against the Rockets. He was out for some crazy issue. I don't know. But still, man, come on, man. Play the game.
Play the game.
I gave you 70 games, man. You already missed 3. So, I mean, you missed 10 more games, and I'm going to be looking bad. You feel what I'm saying?
We're going to talk more about the Cavaliers next episode. Isaiah Thomas, we want to see, is he actually the saving grace for the Cleveland Cavaliers? Find out on the next episode of In the Paint with Red. Go ahead, Red. Take us off, man. You know what I'm saying? What I want to ask you before we go out, there's a question I want to ask, man. Well, we'll find out next episode. I forgot about it. I know it's good, it's juicy, so that's just one of my things. Anyways, for Devonte Rone, I'm Carlos Clayton. Excuse me, I don't know why I'm about to call myself whatever. I'm Carlos Clayton. This is Uneducated, never presents In the Paint with Red. You know, guys, stay smart, stay uneducated. Peace, y'all.
Peace.